Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. I am your host, Katrina Jameson. I'm the founder of Legend Leaders, where we arm female business leaders with the strategies they need to master the one rule of career success and create and live a legend life. That's right, that's a lot. That's a lot to say. Ultimately, what we do is we help female business leaders understand how to become an irreplaceable asset, create career success and security, have more money, more meaning, and more freedom in their lives. Because yes, you can have a life of professional success and personal fulfillment, and we help you achieve both of those things. That's really what that sentence means. That's what we're here to do. And it's the beginning of September. We're kicking off a new topic. So let's talk about what we're getting into. What are we talking about in the month of September? We're talking about your team. To create a team is part of becoming an irreplaceable asset. It's one of the 10 attributes of an irreplaceable asset or an irreplaceable leader in an organization. And, there's this great debate we can get into for 2 seconds about, do you really want to be irreplaceable? I'm not talking about holding all the knowledge close to your chest such that no one can help or that you can't go on vacation. I'm simply talking about you are so talented, you are so valuable, you are so good and bring so much value to the organization that there's no way the company would consider replacing you. That's all we're talking about when we're talking about being an irreplaceable asset. And I love to remind you each of that because we can easily get swayed by the world. Now let me bring it back in. Why are we talking about teams? I'm jumping all over the place. I'm just excited to be with you today. Why are we talking about teams? We're talking about teams because for you to be an asset, you have to do something in a team effort. You have to make your team an asset to the organization. And you do that in very specific ways. This is what we teach here at Legend Leaders. But the key reason why your team needs to be an irreplaceable asset or an irreplaceable team in the month of September and beyond is because you've got to deliver the year. The majority of companies that are out there, you're probably working for one of them, their fiscal year follows the calendar year, which means in the month of September, it's the last month of the third quarter, and you're about to enter into the fourth quarter. That matters. That matters. You set a vision. You picked 3 to 5 things that your team was going to win at this year, and you've been marching them towards those key milestones, those 3 to 5 things that you said, if we deliver on these things, team, we will add exceptional value to the business. So that's what you've kept them focused on. But my question to you is, because this happens regularly, have you gotten distracted? Have you gotten distracted by the shiny new projects, shiny new things that are out there, maybe a couple of fires that have popped up that were unexpected? Have you gotten distracted? Have you allowed your team to get distracted by the noise and the time of year and all the different things that typically happen because we're humans and life happens? This entire month, I'm dedicating to your team because I want to walk you through step by step how to ensure that your team is on track and how you, as an irreplaceable leader, keep them on track and ensure that they deliver and you deliver to close out this year strong, that you achieve the targets that the companies ask you to deliver to. And that's part of being an irreplaceable asset. Okay? That's the topic. That's why this topic matters. And so your homework today is very simple. The first step in all of this, and this is where we always start, right? Especially when we're talking about influencing others or leading other people. Before we can lead others, we have to lead who? We have to lead ourselves. We have to be able to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, have we been stepping up to the plate? Have we been being the leader that our team needs us to have been and currently need us to be? Have we been showing up? Have we been adding value to our teams? Or team, singular or plural. I don't know how many teams you have. Maybe it's one, maybe it's multiple. But have you been adding value in the right way? Have you been serving them in the right capacity? Have you been showing them the key fundamental things that make them irreplaceable? Have you kept them centered and focused on solely adding value, not chasing squirrels or butterflies? Because it's prevalent. That's how we all get distracted in the corporate world. And so that's your homework for this week, is to look within and ask yourself, have I been being the leader that my team needs me to be? Have I been setting the tone and guiding them down the path of being successful on those 3 to 5 things that we must deliver on this year? It's the reason why I exist. It's the reason why my team exists. Those 3 to 5 things. How have you been doing? And if you want a little extra, there is a little freebie. There's worksheets that we've been creating lately for the current episodes that we're putting out here on the podcast and on the YouTube channel. And so I'd encourage you to grab the workbook. Okay? People say that knowledge is power. Knowledge isn't power. It's the first step of just simply understanding what you need to do. Taking action on the knowledge is power, and you've got to take action. So grab the workbook, because it's going to walk you through how to take the proper action and ensure you have your team on track this month to really win in Q4. And it's going to ask you the questions that I just asked you. It's going to help you look in the mirror. There's going to be some prompts and some questions in there to help you really take action and move forward. So grab it. But if you can't grab it right now and you're ready to do the exercise, you're going to grab it later. The exercise is, let me look at me. Let me assess me. Where have I been as far as adding value to my team and keeping them focused and on track? Measure yourself. Gut check. No matter what the answer is, it's the answer. We know where we are starting, and we have to know. We have to know our starting point. We have to know our end point, and we already know the end point, the delivering to the 3 to 5 things. We've got to know where we are so we know the path that we need to take. We can't create the path until we know the 2 starting point and end point. We got to know the points. So step 1 for you, what's your starting point? Check your leadership. I can't wait to talk to you next week, where we're going to talk about how you're going to assess your team and what that looks like. Go and be legendary.